Hello everyone, Jesus Christ. I need to stop doing that. It is me, I am back with another video. Sorry it's been so long, I didn't mean to disappear for like a month. The HSC started. For those of you who don't know, the HSC is basically like your final exams ever. So it was a pretty big deal and it was all happening in October and went into November a little bit. I finished my last exam an hour ago, so I'm kinda happy right now. So yeah, I was surprised I actually finished Inktober this year considering I had freaking exams on. But anyway, here we have the Inktober sketchbook. The thing you've all been waiting for. I know we're all sick of Inktober by now, but anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have the prompts, and we're out of focus. Yep, okay. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, here we have the prompts. I'm sure you're all familiar with them. It's just the official prompt list. I didn't do anything fancy this year. So here we have day one, which was poisonous. I decided to draw my character Sparky in his hallucination form. It's a long story, I'm not gonna go into it. It's canon, but it's not really him. But yeah, if I ever make this into an actual comic, you'll understand if you read it. And then day two, we have Tranquil. I decided to take a scene from the 80s movie Maurice, or Morris, or however you pronounce it. It's got Hugh Grant in it. He's young, he's sprightly, he's gay as heck, and it's set in like 1913 and it's just beautiful. And then day three, we have Roasted. I decided to just do the generic thing, a man roasting a marshmallow by fire. These initial ones all took me like a couple of hours each. And then I noticed like as Inktober progressed, I got quicker, which was good. And then for day four, we have Spell. You wouldn't guess that just by looking at it, but this is my character Ghost Gum and he's got some magic happening, so I thought Spell would be fitting for him. And then we have day five, Chicken. I honestly had high hopes for this prompt because I thought, yeah, I can make a chicken look cool. And then, yeah, I kind of just, meh, it's fine, I guess. It's nothing special, but whatever. And then day six, we have Drooling. So I had no choice but to draw my man Willie Vicarage, you know what I'm saying? And I did this thing, he's like drooling gold because I wanted to keep to a black, white, and gold color scheme, and I think that worked out nicely. Day seven, we have Exhausted. And this is my character Monty, who is capturing exactly how I felt on that day. But he looks so peaceful. I love him so much. And the thing I started finding difficult only using ballpoint pen, fine liner, and gold pen was like, I had to do cross-hatching. I can't say I'm a fan of cross-hatching, but it was kind of my only choice, so I had no choice but to make it work. And it was difficult, but I guess I did it, I don't know. Day 8, we have Star. So I decided to draw Archie's drag persona, Strawberry Shortcake, because let's be real people, she is a star and no one can tell me otherwise. This was my absolute favorite spread of the entire month. Nothing beats this. It doesn't get better than this. It's only this. This is the only thing that matters anymore. We have day 9, Precious, and I decided to draw Archie and Monty being all precious because I love them and they're beautiful, and everything about this just makes me so happy. I'm just so happy. And then for day 10, we have Flowing, and I decided to draw a scene from The Road to El Dorado because it's got lots of water, lots of leaves, and it's nice and flowy and beautiful, and I love it. And then day 11, we have Cruel, and I was kind of struggling with this one, couldn't think of anything, so I was like, we'll just draw the Kurgan from Highlander because he's pretty cruel. He's pretty cool too, I don't know. It doesn't look anything like him and I kinda hate it, but it's fine. Then I redeemed myself with day 12, which was Whale, and that was another one where I was like, what the hell am I going to draw? Because whales scare me, because I started looking up pictures of them and I was like, these fellas are creepier than I remember. So I decided to draw Monty wearing a whale shirt, and I think he came out really cute. And I like to think that this is like a photo that Archie took of him at the beach being all adorable. Then we have day 13, which was guarded. So I just watched Paddington 2 at the time because my friend made me watch it, and it turns out it's actually the cutest movie ever. And it's got Hugh Grant in it, so I had to draw him in his suit of armor. Guarded, armor, armored guard, you know, it works, okay? Day 14 was clock. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I remembered studying, what was I studying? Oh, the Czech Republic. I was studying I remembered studying the Czech Republic in English. That's what I wanted to say. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. I didn't want to just draw a random clock, so I decided to draw a Prague astronomical clock. But I was getting lazy at this point and didn't want to do all the little details, so it looks good overall, but the process made me want to rip out my hair. Then we have day 15, which was week, and I could not think of what to draw for this one for the longest time because I was thinking about my characters. I was like, a lot of them could be considered weak, but they're not really. Like, they're just victims of their circumstances, so like they're not actually weak. So like I wanted to like have this deeper meaningful thing at first, but I'm like, no, the only way that I can do this is to do something more lighthearted because none of my characters are actually weak. My characters are strong. They have strong personalities. They've been through a lot. So I decided to draw Archie and Monty at the gym. This is Monty's first time at the gym by the looks of it, because he's not the most physically strong person on the planet, so Archie's helping him out, and Monty thinks that it's really easy because he doesn't realize that Archie's doing all the heavy lifting. Then we have day 16, which was angular, and I decided to draw the set design from the silent horror movie from the 1920s called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, because it's got that German expressionist style to it, and it's gorgeous and it's angular, and I love it. And it was actually really fun to do because I didn't feel like I had to be neat about it. Then we have day 17, which was swollen, so you know me, whenever I get the opportunity to draw my characters beat up, I do it because I'm just an angsty teen, aren't I? Honestly, I liked the concept of this and I liked the thumbnail that I did initially, but the actual thing didn't come out as good as I wanted it to, and I couldn't think of anything to put in the background, so I just didn't. And I think that kind of let it down. And this is when I started getting a lot messier with my cross-hatching and things like that, because I really couldn't be bothered and my wrist was killing me at this point. I think my mum reckons it's because I was using ballpoint pen, because it kind of like has some resistance on this paper, so like my wrist had to work a little harder than usual. But I'm fine now. I can move my wrists. We all good. Then for day 18, it was bottle. So me, being the angsty teen I am again, decided to draw a Jack Daniels bottle. And I really like how the bottle turned out. Like, once again, my cross-hatching was getting messier, but overall I think it worked somehow. Then this is where my wrist was starting to really kill me, and I hated the way both of these turned out, especially this one. So this one here is day 19, which was scorched, so I decided to draw like scorched skeleton man with some cigarettes in his hands, and like once again the thumbnail came out really good, but when it came to doing the actual thing I just couldn't be bothered, so it turned out kind of crappy. And then day 20 was breakable. I couldn't really think of anything, so I just like looked at something glass in my house and saw this and was like, okay, that's breakable, let's draw that. And then I used wrapping paper for the background because my wrist was hurting that bad that I was like, we're doing as little drawing as possible here today, okay? Then for day 21, it was drain. I decided to just redraw something that I'd drawn like ages ago. It was like a drain near my house or something. I don't even know, but I decided to redraw it because it was easy. And then day 22, we have expensive. And when I think expensive, I think of the cost of living in Australia these days. So I decided to draw a really expensive house that I found on Pinterest, and I think it turned out pretty good. Day 23 was muddy, and I guess I was feeling angsty that day or something because I decided to draw a famous photo from Passchendaele, which was like a battle in World War I where they had the worst rain in 30 years or something like that, so the entire thing was just turned to mush, and like they'd lose all their equipment in the mud, and they'd lose their horses, and they'd lose people in the mud. So I decided to draw Passchendaele. Then for day 24, we have chop, and the concept was there once again, but this is kind of just squished down the bottom, like she's meant to be chopping her arm off because she's crazy. But yeah, it kind of just got lost at the bottom, and overall just, it looks kind of meh. I don't know. It's alright, I guess. It's better than nothing. Then for day 25, we have prickly, and initially I wanted to draw like an echidna because I didn't want to go down the route that literally everyone was going to go down by drawing a cactus, but then I realized that I can't draw animals, so I was like, I guess we're drawing cactuses then. And then day 26, one of my favorites in this entire book, the stretchy boys. The prompt was stretch, and I was like, okay, I have to draw Archie and Monty in 80s workout gear for one. So I was looking up references for 80s workout gear, and then I saw these magazine covers of people like doing stretches on the front of them. So I decided to like take a couple of poses from different ones and make up my own magazine cover. And these are from real magazines. I took these from real magazines. We've got How to Make It Safely and Sanely Through Your First Marathon, and Stay Calm Even When You're Losing It. I thought that was appropriate for these two. Monty's got his mustache, his friggin' 80s porn mustache, and his fanny pack, and Archie's just like, he's got this look on his face where he's like, I'm not turning around. There is not, you can't pay me to turn around and witness what's happening behind me right now. And then for day, what is this? Day 27 was thunder, and I was like, bruh, how do you want me to draw thunder, hunty? Thunder is a sound. How do you want me to draw thunder? So I drew lightning instead, and I drew Archie because he's scared of thunder and lightning. It scares him a lot, so I decided to draw him curled up, watching the storm, kind of afraid. He's alright. He's got Monty. Monty will keep him safe. It's all good. And then for day 28, we have gift, and I was like, what should I draw for gift? I don't want to just draw like a present. So then I was like, ooh, let's think which one of my characters is gifted. So that took me to my freak show characters, and they're all gifted, but I decided to go with Sunny because he's a fire breather and he can create fire from practically nothing. So I thought he was the appropriate choice for gift because he is very gifted. And then for day 29, we have double. So I decided to bring back Sparky's demonic double right about here. In the actual story that I got happening in my head that no one actually knows about, they never actually meet, but I thought that I'd just put them together for the sake of the prompt here. And then apparently I was feeling angsty again because for day 30 we have jolt, and when I think of the word jolt, I think of that poem by Wilfred Owen, Dulce et Decorum Est. Part of the poem says, if you could hear at every jolt the blood come gargling from the froth corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer. And it's like, it's just stuck with me. We read this poem in like year 7, and ever since then that line has just been stuck with me, so I had to use it for this prompt. And then finally, day 31 is slice. And we've got my little Monty dressed as a slice of cake. And this was a suggestion from Instagram because at this point I couldn't think of anything. I kind of don't like how his face turned out because I messed up around his eyes and they just kept getting darker and it doesn't look like him. But other than that, it's pretty good. Bam! Done! Another year of Inktober out of the way. Never have to think about it again. Until next year. So, as I mentioned earlier, today, about an hour and a half ago now, I just finished my last HSC exam. So that means that I have time to do things, which means that I have time to make more YouTube videos. And I'm very excited. I really want to make a lot more YouTube videos, like just pumping them out because it's fun and I love it. But that means that I need your help because if I'm to release videos more often than once a month or two, it means that I need ideas. Which is something that I don't have a lot of. I've said this in the past, so I'll say it again. Sometimes you just run low on ideas, and that's alright. So, if you would like to see more content from me coming out more often, then leave a comment down below with any suggestions of things you might want to see next time, and I will take them into consideration, see what I can do with them. Alrighty everyone, thank you for watching my video. Sorry that there's been 3 sketchbook tours in a row, but they seem to be popular, so I guess it's alright. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! He's curled up on a High School Musical towel. That's where he's at. Whoa! And his little foots. Too cute.